Good morning. It's Thursday, March 27th, and today I want to talk about tests. You know, when you're in school, you had to take tests, and I don't think anybody really liked the tests, maybe except the people that knew they already knew all the answers and they were going to get straight A's, and so they didn't mind taking a test. In fact, they were confident in it. They sort of wanted to take the test to prove themselves. Well, that's exactly what the Psalms is about in Psalm 26, verse 23. It says, "Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Try my mind and my heart. In your For your loving kindness is before my eyes, and I have walked in your truth." So this person that wrote the psalm is feeling pretty confident. They feel like they have walked truthfully. They don't have anything to hide. Test their mind, test their heart. They want God to know their intentions. There are many people that would not want that test because they're afraid he might come up with something that they're not ready for. But you know, if you follow Christ and you have lived day by day and you have read his word, the Bible, um, and you have listened to good preaching and you've kept close contact and tried to touch base at least with God every day. Well, I think you don't have to be afraid of anything that's coming up, whether it's some kind of a tragedy or disaster, or whether it's a personal loss, or whether you see something coming up and it's a great deal of money situations. um, you don't know what's going to happen next. We don't have to be afraid if we follow Christ. That's a pretty bold statement, but it's true. It doesn't mean we're going to enjoy whatever's going to happen and that we might grieve and we might be very sad, but God will get us through it. He will take us through it no matter what. In Philippians chapter 4, verses 12 and 13, this is Paul, I think, writing here, and he says, 4 and 13, 12 and 13, he says, "Everywhere in all things I have learned both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." It's kind of like he's already been there. He's been hungry, he's been full, he's been poor, he's been rich enough. He has had all the experiences and he's still there. And he says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." And that's what it is. Little by little, you start to trust God. And as you trust him, your faith grows. And then as your faith grows, you start to understand he's in control. I'm not. And whatever's happening, he knows about it and he will help us through it. Might not replace things, might not, keep that loved one alive. We don't know. But we don't have to be afraid of it because we can take the attitude and we can say, "I can do this because Christ is with me. Jesus walks with me. I'm truthful. I have nothing to hide." And the ones that are afraid are the ones that have something to hide. And that's the difference right there, if you ever want to know. If somebody doesn't want to take a test from God, then they've got something to hide. And I surely don't want any tests to come, but I pray that Jesus Christ will lead me through it and you through it. And he will. Thank you, and have a great day, and God bless you.